Fondata nel 1854, la città di Omaha è sempre stata energica, dinamica e in continua trasformazione. Chiamata dai nativi terra di coloro che corrono contro il vento, per la prima volta nella storia quest'anno Omaha ospita le finali di Coppa del Mondo di dressage e salto ostacoli. Un debutto in grande stile è quello della caratteristica città che sorge sulle rive del fiume Missouri, nel cuore dello stato del Nebraska. Un debutto che ha segnato una pietra miliare nell'organizzazione di un campionato equestre internazionale di tale portata.
We actually have a great horse tradition in Omaha. We had a wonderful racetrack for a very long period of time, and the horse Omaha, a Kentucky Derby winner. We also have a rich equestrian tradition in the Western disciplines. I mean, horses were useful creatures, not just creatures of sport for a long time. We hosted a national championship rodeo. So there's a lot of different disciplines that grew up in the Omaha area. U.S. Dressage Federation was founded in Lincoln, Nebraska, and they actually annually hosted for a very long time the Festival of Champions, what grew into being the Festival of Champions. And so there's a lot of history here, but it really kind of was grassroots at its core. We have some great riders that have come from here. I mean, Todd Minicus being one of them, Karen Cudmore being another, and if you expand to the broader Midwest area, you know, Beasley and Kent. So we actually have we're a great place for people to start. But what we wanted to do with the World Cup Finals was become a place people thought they might want to stay. And so we wanted to introduce high-performance sport at its finest to our area and get people more interested in saying, wow, I want to do this and I want to do this from here. The other reason it's important to Omaha is very well known in our country as an outstanding city for hosting amateur national sporting events. This is our first World Championship event that involves professionals. And so my hope is that it opens the door for other events of this type to come here, whether they're equestrian or otherwise. Oh, I'm thrilled. I mean, I had a little idea a few years ago, and fortunately enough people encouraged me, and the people that discouraged me gave me good advice in, you know, a way that made me think this was something we could do. And the team we've got has put together something that's so much better than I could ever have imagined, that I very much feel badly that I'm the one that everybody's talking to, because they're the ones that are doing it. That's probably why you have to talk to me, because they're all back there doing the work. We are going to continue to host our annual event here, and we hope that it continues to grow and become a bigger and maybe more important event on the calendar. As I mentioned today, we're building a series around it so that we can start having maybe other Omahas, if you will, grow up in our area. And then as we affect our strategic plan and get more people riding and more people riding at a higher level, we'll then reevaluate and see what else we can do as a city for the sport.
Dopo essersi qualificati a seconda della lega di appartenenza nelle 143 tappe in 49 paesi del mondo, i migliori binomi del dressage e del salto ostacoli internazionale hanno dato vita nell'impressionante scenario del Century Link Center di Omaha all'attesissimo e decisivo appuntamento finale. Il meeting mondiale ha preso ufficialmente il via con i grandi del dressage impegnati nella prima gara in programma, il Grand Prix. Il risultato della prima prova finale ha generato la prima classifica provvisoria di Coppa, al cui comando è salita la regina indiscussa del dressage mondiale, la plurimedagliata Isabel Wert. A seguire l'amazzone padrona di casa Laura Graves, che ha chiuso in seconda posizione, e il fuoriclasse Carl Ester terzo. Un risultato che ha ristabilito le gerarchie, ma non ha alleviato le tensioni del pre-freestyle. La Coppa del Mondo di dressage entra nel vivo. Alle mie spalle, come potete vedere, si sta svolgendo il freestyle, seconda prova di questa finalissima. La regina indiscussa fino a questo momento è Isabel Wert, vincitrice del Grand Prix. Ma adesso andiamo a scoprire che cosa succederà. 14 binomi che uno ad uno hanno incantato il pubblico attraverso le loro performance a ritmo di musica.
She was great. You know, this is extremely difficult in this atmosphere, and it's a very difficult freestyle, but it is the World Cup, so you have to try your very best. And she did great. I loved it, the crowd loved it, The judges didn't like it quite as much, but that's the name of the game. I was hoping something a little closer to a 78, but let's keep in mind that she didn't get a great score in the Grand Prix, and that doesn't help for the second day. You know, it was amazing how the crowd got into it. It is quite unusual for the crowd to start clapping during the performance, and the crowd did this at least 2 or 3 times in her passage half passes, in the extensions, and she didn't react to that at all. And that is huge for a 10-year-old Grand Prix horse. So I'm very, very pleased with her. A very strong finish for her for the World Cup in Omaha.
Madeleine Witte-Vries nella prima parte di gara ha segnato lo standard piazzandosi al comando. Supremazia per l'atleta olandese durata fino all'ingresso in campo della statunitense Laura Graves, che in sella al quindicenne Verdades si è imposta alzando lo score finale di oltre 6 punti.
It's great. I was really proud of my horse. It's an extremely difficult freestyle that we've put together for him, and trying to pick up points wherever we can. And this is a tough environment to make things difficult, and we did, and he stepped up to the plate, and personal best score for us. It doesn't get better. I mean, you know that the crowd is behind you. You know that they're hoping that you hit every change and every mark, and they want to be on their feet. And so that's a good feeling through your whole test, is knowing that they are behind you. And even during the day, out in the barns and in the shopping expo, everyone's just so supportive, and that's a good confidence builder going into today. I think it depends. I don't get nervous. And again, very friendly crowd. I think when you're in another country, you know, they're probably rooting for their hometown favorite. But here I feel like that's me, so exciting.
Ottimo test per il fuoriclasse britannico Carl Ester, completamente soddisfatto della performance di Nip Tuck, che gli è valsa la seconda posizione provvisoria.
He was great. He was great. I mean, you know, he's had a hard week because he hasn't really been eating very well. You know, he just started to feel himself and looking a little bit really happy again today, and he was great in there. He's so genuine. I mean, he really tries not to make a mistake, that horse. I mean, that's a very difficult program, but he makes it look so easy because he just skips through it. He doesn't make a mistake. He's listening. I'm very proud of him. He's come a long way. He's naturally very nervous and spooky, but I mean, I've had him for 13 years now. I had him since he was 1 year old, and I know when he's going to spook. I know I turn him the other way, so we're very good together. If anything, it helped. You know, he really lifted a little bit more when I went in. I was delighted with that. You know, it actually helped him tonight rather than made him more nervous. So I felt that it did him good today. It was a nice feeling in there. So it's a very nice feeling in there. It's not you know, oppressive and everything on top of you. Everything's far enough away, and the horses can concentrate on their job. Yeah, I did respect that result. I mean, I had the second highest score coming here. I mean, that's the best test he's done, but it's not the best score I've got. So it's 2% less than I got when he was not as good as that in qualifying. So I'm, you know, that's the game. It's a final, you know. I mean, you know, there's a very good American here and a very good German here, and that's the way it goes. But you know, if he did the best he could, I can only be happy. So I'm delighted. Great ride he was.
Non del tutto soddisfatto invece un grande della disciplina, Edward Gall, che nella ricerca della perfezione è incorso in troppi errori.
I was quite pleased with Klok's voice. He was the trot and the piaffe and stuff like that were really nice. But like I say, I had some mistakes in the canter. He jumped once. He jumped behind. He changes, and also one time in the pirouette, I felt something happen. I don't know exactly what, and yeah, that I think that are really expensive, and it costs you a lot of points. But still, I'm very happy with him. He felt good and fit, and that's the important thing with him. Yeah, I didn't really know what to, because the first part I know was really good, so I must have really high points. But yeah, when you have those mistakes, yeah, the points go down. So that was a pity. But okay, I'm happy with it, and next time better.
La tensione nell'aria è salita alle stelle quando è arrivato il momento di Isabel Wert e Vaie Gold, ultime a scendere in campo. La regina del dressage ha mostrato al mondo ancora una volta tutta la sua classe, non aveva margine d'errore e non ha sbagliato, ha reso tutto semplice ed armonioso.
Today that was the goal, really, to have the best day in the freestyle and the best competition, hopefully at the end of the season after a really great successful season. And Vaya, she was so focused, and I think she knew and she wanted to bring her best, and it was just fun. Yeah, I felt really safe on her, and I was so happy during the test, and I felt I could take the risk, and it was great.
Isabel Wert, la numero 1 al mondo, trionfa ad Omaha e nella sua 16ª finale conquista per la seconda volta proprio negli USA l'ambita Coppa del Mondo.